Welcome to Kilclief, a village in the barony of Lough, 2 miles south of Strangford. The village would take its name from an ancient church that once stood here, built in the 10th century, but plundered and burnt by Sitric the Dane. Kilclief hosts an impressive 15th century tower house, one of 20 dotted around the Strangford coastline. Many such towers were erected by the Savage family, one of John de Courcy's knights, who dominated the lands of County Down during the Norman invasion. The tower would finally land in the ownership of the bishops of Down, many of the lower gentry requiring fortifications for their living in such perilous times. Two infamous bishops that once lived here were John Ross and John Seeley, both who would bring disgrace upon the church with their lasciviousness and criminal lifestyles. Thus we are informed that John Ross, who obtained the bishopric in 1387, was in his character marked with almost every vice, and in the year 1380 he obtained a king's pardon on payment of a fine of 6 marks for all treasons, transgressions, felonies, extortions, usurpations, and excesses. John Seeley, who was likewise promoted to the bishopric from the Pariship of Down, after much difficulty ultimately was deprived of his seat, as stated in a letter from Primate Preen to Pope Eugene IV, for his crimes and excesses. Of those excesses, one of the most noted, which was probably the cause of his disgrace, was his having publicly cohabited with a married woman named Lettice Tome in the castle of Kilclief. This fine example of an Anglo-Irish military keep is still in its entirety. It is of considerable size and height, and its general form nearly a square, with the addition of 2 quadrangle wings in front, in which one is a staircase, and in the other a stack of closets. The first floor is vaulted, and the second has a stone chimney piece, on which is carved the figure of a bird resembling a hawk, and also a shield bearing a cross patee. In modern peaceful times, the tower would be used as a store before being turned over as a national monument. Here was formerly an abbey under St. Eugene and St. Neil, disciples of St. Patrick, who once ran a hospital here for lepers, of which there are still some remains. Samuel Lewis stated in 1837, "The parish contains 351 inhabitants. There is no waste or bog, and the land is extremely well cultivated, furnishing much wheat, barley, oats and potatoes, all for exportation." Kilclief hosts one of the most beautiful secluded beaches in Northern Ireland. With soft sand, clean water and picnic tables, this is the perfect spot for a stroll or a swim. Kids will enjoy playing with the beautiful soft sand, the only drawback being a lack of toilet or washing facilities, and the views are simply stunning. Kilclief is more than just a place on a map. It's a living, breathing tapestry of history, faith and natural splendour. Come and discover its charm for yourself. The sun sinks low on the golden sky, shadows lengthen as the day whispers good.